Shoichi Yakoi. Name: Shoichi Yakoi. Date of birth: March 31st, 1915. Place of birth: Shoichi Prefecture, Japan. Died September 22, 1997. Why weird? He lived in a cave for 28 years because he didn't know World War was over. Shoichi Yakoi had been an apprentice tailor until he was ordered to fight in the war in 1941. He served as a Japanese sergeant in the Imperial Japanese Army during the Second World War. He was among the last 3 Japanese to surrender after the end of the war in 1945. He arrived on Guam Island in February 1943. American forces liberated the island in the 1944 at the Battle of Guam. Yakoi went into hiding with 10 other Japanese soldiers. 7 of the original 10 soldiers eventually moved away, and only 3 remained in the area. Later these last 3 separated, but they visited each other until about 1964. One day Yakoi found his 2 friends dead, apparently of starvation. The last 8 years he lived entirely alone. Yakoi survived by hunting at night. He used plants to make clothes, bedding, and storage vessels. For 28 years, he hid in the underground jungle cave, fearing to come out of hiding even after finding flyers declaring that World War II had ended. On the evening of January 24, 1972, Yakoi was discovered in the jungle. He was found by Jesus Duenas and Manuel de Gracia. They were 2 local men who were checking their shrimp traps along a small river on Talifofo. They thought that Yakoi was a villager from Talifofo, but managed to surprise and capture him, carrying him out of the jungle. After a media tour of Japan, he married and settled down in rural Aichi Prefecture. In 1991, he was granted an audience with Emperor Akihito. He considered the meeting the greatest honor of his life. Yakoi died in 1997 of a heart attack at the age of 82. He was buried at a Nagoya cemetery under a gravestone that had been commissioned by his mother in 1955, when she thought he was dead and never coming back from the war. Questions. 1. What was Shoichi Yakoi's profession before the war? 2. In what army did he serve in the Second World War? 3. On what island did he land in 1943? 4. How many soldiers went into hiding with him? 5. How many remained in the area? 6. What did his 2 friends die from? 7. How many years did he live in a cave? 8. When was he discovered and by whom? 9. Who was he granted an audience with? 10. When did he die and from what? Vocabulary A. Give the meaning of the following words. Use them in a sentence. 1. Surrender. 2. Vessels. 3. Considered. 4. Apprentice. 5. Commissioned. B. Give words similar in meaning to the following from the text. 1. Stay. 2. Concealing. 3. Independent. 4. Acknowledgement. 5. Catch.